It is Saturday night once again. This is the Overnight Mouse Party. I'm Dave Foss, and tonight we've got gun websites. He managed to stay up late this time.
I think I
This
found the
time,
room. Is this the right room?
yep. How you doing?
Good.
It's been a
Thanks.
while.
Yeah, I remember this show.
And Tactical Maverick, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. And this is Gary. What to do?
What's up?
And Guns and Barbecue, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I'm living the American dream, shaking baby, signing tits. Awesome. You know how it is.
Let me get the banner going while I'm thinking about it. At the bottom of the screen is an email address, untacticalfoss@gmail.com. You can send in comments, suggestions, or pictures within reason, and a link for the Discord server, a place to hang out, chit chat. You can get a hold of Tactical Maverick there. And a special shout out to Mike White, 2A Advocacy. He always watches the chat in the replay, and I really appreciate it. And I'd just like to say, Alexa, order 10 pounds of M&Ms. Pinned to the top of the chat is a link for this week's poll. If you have not voted in the poll, head over there, give it a vote. We'll take a look at that here in just a little bit. Let's see who is out there so far. Brooke Cheney was out there earlier, said, I will be sleeping soundly. However, you all have a wonderful mouse party. And I get to be second and third thumbs ups as well. Brooke Kyle, good evening. Oh, she's all over the place. Sergeant Joe Smith, dealing with the heat out there. The goddamn bacon. DJ Play Nice. X Adam 1. Vulcan Rumble is here, thumbs up. Woods, good evening. And I think that's everybody that said something. So welcome. So there, I forget who it was, but somebody's trying to get a bill passed that will ban the banning of magazine capacity laws. I believe it's in the House, originating in the House. I don't know if it'll go anywhere, a la the Hearing Protection Act and blah, 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 and all the others. But, I don't know. You never know. Garage Guy is out there. I don't know. Does anybody else think that that it's a bill that would have any kind of traction? Basically, it's a bill that will say you cannot ban high capacity magazines, standard capacity magazines, however you want to say it. But it will make banning make it so you cannot limit the size of magazines.
So it's a bill to stop magazine restrictions?
Yeah, it will protect magazines.
Okay.
Kind of the same as how they're talking about trying to do a bill to protect semi-automatic rifles, so they can't be banned.
Yes.
I think it's the wrong tactic. Change the people's minds so that they quit trying to ban something stupidly instead of trying to prevent them from banning it.
But you're never going to change everybody's minds. Doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be somebody that's going to be in opposition.
Yeah, obviously, but still, you don't have to try to gotcha everybody by making some law that's like, haha, now you can't get us, because all you got to do is undo that law. If you stop them from attacking you, then you don't need to have a defense.
But the second that you don't have a defense is when you get attacked anyways.
Yeah, well, we have a Second Amendment. Second Amendment isn't like predicated on a whole bunch of defensive federal laws. Like, that's just a weird like piece of wood holding up something that shouldn't have wood holding it up.
Well, what I mean by that is we sit here and we tell people like, hey, don't rest on your laurels. But by saying like, hey, we get them to stop attacking us, well, then we're resting on our laurels if we think like, oh, they stop attacking us, we're good. Like, no, like we still have to be ready for them to come at us at any time, even if we think like, oh, we won, they're not doing this anymore. No, they're still going to come back at us at some point. We know it's a never-ending game.
Wood said there are 1,200 bills introduced every session in the House. Does mean a lot. 99% of the bills never go anywhere.
I could see it going through committee. I could see it possibly getting rammed through the House. Problem is, it has to get through Senate, and it's got to get through the Senate with 60 votes, and that's not happening.
I don't really think it'll go anywhere. And I don't know, can't remember what state the representative was from that was proposing it. So I don't know how serious he was about it, if he's just pandering or if something he's really trying to do. X out of month said nope. It's micromanaging law plus a precedent for some other unrelated lawsuit. Maverick, Gary, you guys, any opinion? Yes, no?
Just I think that California will fight it. We already got the restrictions. Going back to standard capacity magazines was like an uphill battle over here. I don't know if it'll go anywhere.
Yeah, if you're going to fight, why fight for half the battle or a portion of the battle? Why not just fight for the battle?
Right.
I'm okay with fighting for it, but that's not the only fight. It should be a multi-pronged approach. Fight them any way you can.
They're not pivotal though. Magazines are, obviously necessary, but they're. I don't think they're like. There's no anti-magazine campaign that's like leading the way. So it just seems like a fractioning or a splitting up of our resources unnecessarily.
Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking out loud. I'm sorry, boss. Go ahead.
I didn't really have a point.
I'm just confused how it's splitting up resources with this
We have 100 people that are willing to do something. So then they all sit around and go, okay, there's 12 things that can be done. So now there's a couple of 10 people on each thing if we're lucky, versus 100 people that want to do something, and there's 2 obvious campaigns. Now we have like 50 people on both campaigns. I just think it's more effective to have, effective, like a limited number or a smaller number of fronts. Just like any campaign, any kind of military campaign, if you divide it up too much, then you can't allocate resources very effectively, and it's hard to keep track of where all the fights are. So if we were like super logistic and like we were really good at doing a whole bunch of different things, like tracking all kinds of different things at one time, but I think historically we're bad enough trying to do one thing at a time. So giving us a dozen things to do just spins us off in directions and keeps us busy, as opposed to giving us 3 things to do, which we can actually make headway on. When we were trying to get concealed carry, like we did pretty good. We were pretty single-minded at that for a number of years, not because anybody told us to be. We just had fewer things to focus on, and a bunch of people focused on those things. And the number of states that were resisting it started to dwindle, and we could devote more resources to it. So I think that's my position, is that by having too many fronts, we divide up our resources too much.
Oh.
Uh,
And go ahead.
I was just gonna. I guess I just don't see where the resources are being wasted here. Representative was like, I want to put forth this bill. I mean, I don't know where the brainchild of it came from. It could have just been their own thing. They could live in a state where magazine restrictions are a thing. Unfortunately, magazine restrictions are a real thing for a chunk of the country. Ninth Circuit, Seventh Circuit states. It's not like it's just something that's not existent. The worst part is we got people like Rob Pincus on our side running around going, "You don't need more than 11 bullets. I've done the research." Great, you want only 11 bullets? Go ahead and do that. You don't need to tell anybody else how many bullets they need to friggin' carry. Just as the government doesn't.
That's offensive. What if I was selling a gun that only held 11 bullets, dude?
Oh, that's fine.
So
personally, I carry a firearm that typically carries 8+1. Sometimes 7+1, depending on the magazine I have.
That sounds like you're comfortable carrying a caliber that's capable.
That's right.
So the bill was introduced by Congressman Tony, I don't know if it's Wyde or Weed, W-I-E-D, from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin? He probably got it mixed up with a cheese thing.
They're calling it the Fire Act.
There's probably some kind of device that holds string cheese, and they call it a magazine. And in Wisconsin, they're offended that it can only hold 25 string cheeses.
Hold on, I want to know what this acronym's for.
Freedom from Improper Regulation and Enforcement. Fire.
No, they need to call it the Fire. They need to call it the Fire Act. Dang it. Well, I guess the from, they don't actually have to count the F or whatever. I want to know who the heck is in DC that comes up with these acronyms.
Probably the aides. Or they have like an employee whose job it is to write these things, and that's probably the only fun part of their job.
Yeah, Gary Busey over there doesn't he speak in acronyms? He's got an acronym for like every word that comes out of his mouth. So
Oh
that
my
was
God.
like a brain injury.
Gary, why didn't
But-
we ever do Gary Busey as Pope?
That's scary.
So is Wisconsin a state that limits the magazines, like, or are they just like on the verge of passing like a magazine restriction, capacity wise, or what's up with this Weiss guy?
I don't know.
I actually thought there was a case possibly looking to go to the Supreme Court. I'm echoing on magazine bans. I'm trying to remember. I think a week ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, I heard about it, and I cannot remember where it was. That just had a ruling on it saying, nope, not constitutional. Which actually, I feel like it might have been California. Might have been Ninth Circuit. It might have only been 3-judge panel, so it might be going en banc soon.
Well, there
So
was the
I might have misspoke on the Supreme Court part.
there was the case for the ammunition
Yes.
that the Ninth Circuit decided on, where they said that it's unconstitutional to require it to go through an FFL.
Right. Or a background check. Yeah.
Yeah, the background checks.
Yeah. Yeah, but we still can't ship them to your home because I think, yeah, something happened. Because I started getting a bunch of emails like, yeah, we could start shipping to you, but apparently that's not the case. Not yet, at least.
I wanted to read, I got the email from the Women for Gun Rights. They used to be the DC Project. They're a group of ladies. Is it one from each state?
Well, one representative. Sometimes they have more, and then it's not like every single state.
But they're activists. They are very active. And they sent out an email, which, I'll share the email as I read the parts I want to read. That one. Which I thought was a little bit interesting. To friends, for decades, the gun control lobby and their friends in the media have clung to outdated stereotypes of firearms owners as old white men, but a quiet revolution is underway, and it's been led by millions of women who refuse to outsource their safety. A recent article in the National Shooting Sports Foundation, the NSSF, titled Gun Control Groups Can't Stomach Women Gun Owners, highlights the truth about gun ownership in America. Over the past 5 years, industry data has shown women are the fastest growing demographic of gun buyers. The article also touches on the frustration of anti-gun groups as women increasingly reject their narrative. As this has happened, it seems gun control groups who appear to be all for women's rights are just not for those rights when firearms are involved. Seeing strong women as responsible firearms owner is empowering to others as well. It's not just the men anymore. And in their facts, over 25% of women, 42 million, now own firearms. 1.4 million became first-time gun owners in 2023 alone. In 2020, women made up over 70% of sampled first time gun buyers. 92% of women gun owners cite self protection as their top reason. And female gun ownership has tripled since the 1980s. I knew that there was an influx of women in the gun markets, but I didn't realize there was that many. So I think that's good progress. Right, Chair?
Very much so.
So I just, I don't know, I thought I'd mention it because I got the email from them. I'm subscribed to their emails.
So how many years do we have to have women being participatory in the gun community before we quit acting like it's a brand new thing that we just figured out? Because it said in the last 5 years, but in reality, in 5 years ago in 2020, we were already having discussions about, like, it's been 5 years since the DC project started. How long is it before we just acknowledge that we're a multi whatever gender hobby organization community industry, which we always have been? It's ridiculous. But anyway, now that there's numbers and tracking and females are like interested in tracking their own participation, like, how many more years do we go where we act like this is something that is being thrust upon us for the first time?
Until, honestly, it will go like that until the stereotype is a thing of the past, I think, for one.
Okay, I agree. I agree with that. But who's keeping the stereotype going? Like, are we, as the other side, pushing that narrative? Like, I agree that was a narrative back when the NRA was our big, umbrella that everybody just was like, yeah, the NRA. But how long has that been gone? I don't know.
I don't think it matters how long it's been gone. It matters how long it was stuck to you in the first place. Unfortunately, when something is stuck to you as long as something like that, it's not something that's just going to be gone overnight.
No, I hear you, obviously, but I agree.
And until, I mean, you can still run into quote unquote minorities, women, etc. Actually, take everything I just said away. People who at one time were anti-gun and now are kind of flirting with the idea, and if you were to talk to them, you would hear them say, "Oh, I thought this was like, that old white guy thing, blah, blah, blah." And then when they find out, like, no, this is a very diverse group and it's made up of, white guys and black guys and men and women and, gays and straights and, it doesn't matter, everything, like, everybody's welcome. They're like, this is incredible. I've had conversations like that. I mean, hell, years ago on my channel, I filmed having conversations like that. So unfortunately, it's just a stigma that is kind of there, I think. And until this new generation that is coming in is able to actually kind of take over and re-normalize it and go, oh, no, this is an everybody thing, we're kind of stuck with it, unfortunately. Because like you said, G, like it's always been an everybody thing. I've got family members who are black and everything else, who have been firearms owners for, longer than I've ever been alive. My mother has been a firearms owner, grew up hunting and everything else, since she was a young girl, along with other members of my family. Like, for me, the idea that it wasn't for everybody is foreign.
I'm just kind of thought I saw a comment. X Adam 1 said, I don't like the separation of women and men in stories. Just have it say more gun owners. I don't like the division in everything. Gets old.
I agree.
DJ, another 10 to 15 10 to 15. I don't know if it's percent. The demographic influx has to have a serious effect and visibility for it to be remarkable.
I guess that's kind of what I'm saying, is like hearing or seeing a section in there like you got on the screen right now. Fun facts. There's no such thing. Like, there's just facts. And then there's like whatever 5 bullet points there. Like, that's a, what do you call that? Like, that's a news release or whatever. But I think it more effectively could be, here's just women enjoying the lifestyle. Like, did you know that ladies enjoy this lifestyle or enjoy guns? Personally, I don't like that 82% are chose scaredness for their reason, because that doesn't instill any kind of confidence or anything. I'd rather see the bullet points gone and just kind of focus on, in this case, it's the ladies that are going to Congress and having conversations. Like, let's talk about the conversations they're having, since it's the Women for Gun Rights. But the Girl and a Gun, for example, with their massive event that they hold in Colorado, just sharing that, I think, is a better effort towards normalizing gun ownership for everybody, by just showing it being normal for everybody, instead of like Adam was saying, hey, by the way, we counted and there's 6 more ladies here than there were last time. Like, all right. Anyway, I'm just moping.
But the thing is, too, by keeping track of all the demographics, that helps with marketing, and not just for, events, but it helps with marketing for, Smith & Wesson or Glock or, whatever company. It helps with all kinds of things. Additionally, on the 82%, I could care less why a woman decided to get into firearms. If she got into firearms because she was scared because, somebody was threatening her or whatever else, fine. She got into firearms, and then she was able to educate herself and do great things. I'm sorry, but look at the women that I interviewed from DC Project. How many of them were like, yeah, like, I had a bad experience and got into firearms. Like, and look what they're doing now. They could have, that 80% of women could have just as easily been like, this terrible thing happened to me, and this person, when they did that terrible thing, had a firearm or something, and you need to ban firearms. No, instead they said, I'm going to take my own safety into my own hands and exercise my rights. That's an amazing thing. Whether they do it out of fear or strength or anything else, that's their business.
Yeah, the difference is using that as citing that as one of the 5 reasons why everyone should give a shit about guns now. I'm just saying, you can decide.
You want to fly?
You can decide what you're going to shine a light on, and if you're going to shine a light on 5 things, I would shine a light on something besides the situation in society that creates a situation where females decide they need to arm themselves to feel safe.
So, do we want more females? Do we want to get rid of the stigma of, it's for old white racists to own firearms, or do we want more people to come into this community, and prove that it's for everyone. And
that's not the dilemma that's here. There's not just two options: one, the status quo, and two, the option that's laid out. I'm saying there's 5 bullet points there, and I wouldn't have put that. I wouldn't have put that one bullet point in.
If 82% of women are saying that's why, well, that means that the chances are there's another 82% of women that could probably relate.
Yeah, you can justify it all you want. I don't have to like it. What if it said 16% or 62% of ladies bought a gun because they like the color silver?
And even still, so fine, they leave it out. So then you got 18% of women responded, this is the reason. Well, where's the other 82% of the
You don't have to put something else in when you leave something out. You're trying to make a conflict here.
Well, what are you going to put in?
Nothing. You don't have to have 5 bullet points. There's our law that says you have to have 5 fucking bullet points. In fact, 3 is a better number of bullet points to fucking have.
But if you got 82% and then you got the other ones making up the rest of the percentage is what I'm asking.
There's no law that says you have to bring up.
But so if you got 4 bullet points saying,
the target is people that are, but I think the target of the DC project the Women for Gun Rights at this point is the fact that they're managing to get themselves to Washington, D.C. to talk to representatives on such a regular basis that they have first name relationships and they're helping to affect policy and they're considered useful resources when policy is brought up. And that's something that's 1,000 times more useful and I think a massive accomplishment than even bringing up fear. I just don't see bringing up fear. I've never seen bringing up self-defense as a reason to justify the Second Amendment. But I'm going off on a tangent. I know. I'm picking up.
Well, the one caveat I would say is this is their release. This is the oops, I'm scrolling on another thing. This is from the women's. This is their email they send out to people. That's why I showed it. This isn't somebody else. It's not the NRA giving this information. This is what they want people to know. So that's what I'm showing.
Like if I was to do a press release for them, like if they asked me to do it, I would, have like, here's the Congress people that we talked to. Here's the effective meetings that we had. Here's the kind of relationships we've created, fostered over the number of years we've been doing this.
I think that would be good information to give out too, because I don't read all their emails that they send out, so I don't know if they do that or not. But
they do, because likewise, I don't read all their emails. Really, I hardly ever check my email anymore because it just gets still filled up with spam. Like half the stuff I get, I'm like, I don't even know how you guys got my email. This is ridiculous. But when I do catch one, I'm like, hot dang. And they do that. Likewise, a lot of these ladies have social media. Check out their social media. I am really struggling to remember who it was that posted on social media a couple weeks ago. It's actually one of the ladies that I got to interview, but they were down in DC, and if I remember correctly, Elizabeth Warren approached her after she had already had a meeting with another senator or a congressperson. I don't remember who or what, and said, I would like to sit down with you and learn more about these acts that are in the big beautiful bill.
I saw that.
That's a pretty big deal.
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I cannot remember to save my life. And like I said, I know I interviewed her, but I mean, I think it was a good 2 handfuls of them that I was fortunate enough to interview. And I cannot remember which one it was that had posted that. But I was like, that's a big deal that they're having that impact, that somebody that is, which you can look at it 2 ways. One, they're having such an impact that somebody as anti as Elizabeth Warren is willing to go, hey, you know what, I trust you to give me, solid facts and information so I can make an informed decision. Or she's like, you know what, I know you're going to give me good facts and information so I can attack this with while being well informed. Either way.
Or she misunderstood and thought she was an anti and made an appointment and then was like,
Right.
Was there any other 2A news going on?
Well, you mentioned the ammo thing.
Can't remember if that's the one that. So I was gonna mention 4Box's Diner because he did a video, and I can't remember what he was shouting at us about.
I find it very difficult to watch that guy's videos anymore because it's always like, here's some fucking other thing that has something vaguely to do with guns, but Trump is awesome and Trump scored another victory, and also there's whatever, but it's like he's Trump's cheerleader all of a sudden.
Well, he was a part of one of Trump's transition teams, so he's. I don't know if it was the first time or the second time, but he mentioned that before. So
I guess I like the concept of like understanding how adjacent or like off-topic things might affect us, but it's too much. Like he's got to do a video every day or something. He's got that like syndrome or something where he's like, I got to do something, so I got to say something. And so this somehow is going to be on my channel about guns.
He's making money, ad revenue, all that fun jazz. Like he realizes what needs to be done to, make money off of the YouTubes. Plus, he bit hook, he bit hook, line, and sinker on the whole Gundies thing, and was voice of the 2A for the Gundies this past year, and
that part's really weird. Like he always mentions that. That's so weird.
Oh yeah, because it's good publicity for him to be able to mention that just because he thinks it's something. Then he has the goal of doing it again the following year, obviously, and so and with some of these things, I think it is cool to see how other cases that you wouldn't think would be 2A can be 2A adjacent and how they'll affect things. But I do agree with how much content he's putting out. It's just too much to keep track of all of it.
And it's like diluted or whatever, so I got very little interest in going and watch his videos.
Well, the other problem is, like Boss has said, like brevity is not his forte.
Usually when I watch his videos, I'll just cut in about a third of the way in, and then I can get the point of what he's saying. And might cut a little farther forward because he's going to repeat what he says many times. But he, because he deals with the Supreme Court, he can give you insight on the workings of the Supreme Court.
Yes.
I guess it was. I think the video, I'm looking at his website now. I think it was the ammo thing in California that he did a video on. Here, I'll paste the link for 4 Boxes channel if anybody wants to check him out. One warning, he's loud. He's a shouty kind of guy. Well, let's take a look at this week's poll, because I'm going to forget. That up there. So let me refresh it. Make sure we get all the comments there. And then I need to... There we go. So question was, are you happier in life now or when you were a kid? Happier as a kid, no responsibilities or worries. I'm just as happy as when I was a kid. I'm happier as an adult. I get to make my own choices. Or my childhood was a nightmare. And 53% said happier as a kid. No responsibilities, no worries. 23% said happier as an adult. 16% just as happy. And 8% their childhood was a nightmare. Looking at the comments. Boomstick. Who said I ever grew up? Karen Harris, as a child, before we loved boys. Michigan for Conservatives, life was better when I thought boobs were magic. They still are kind of magic. New York Outcasts, damn, 50-50 pros and cons with both. I guess number 2. Chris Lang, never grew up. Russell Smith, life is one long piece of shit until you die. Happiness was always the illusion. Justin Grimm, bring back the 80s. Luke Lucky, graduated in 95. All I had to do was go to school where my friends were, come home, do housework and schoolwork, and play sports around the neighborhood. It's basically being rich but young with parents who are in control. LMAO, life before the internet, man. Sometimes I miss that. Ex-Bowman, right. My dad was a lazy asshole. My wife of 10 years is amazing. I'll leave it at that. Nitram Son Jack. Somewhere along the way, adults lost their way. There are a lot of reasons to pick from. AK Guru, never wanted to end it as much as I have being an adult and ruled by idiots. Mike Gulick, technology destroyed everything. X Adam 1, be selfish with your time. You'll be happier. I don't take the news or the internet seriously. I live in my immediate world. Brian Fitzpatrick, we didn't play Madden NFL. We played real football. We rode our bikes everywhere, played baseball, took our pellet guns in the woods, went fishing, camped out, winter sled riding, ice skating, and snowball fights. Now it's all cell phones and video games. John Hildebrand, neither. I have responsibilities now, and to a major extent, that gives purpose. As a child, I had very few or no responsibilities, but a lot more freedom. It's an apples and oranges thing. DJ Play Nice said it was fun being a 70s kid. Woods, I'm old, and I don't add up the cost of each item at the grocery store. I have enough money to buy anything I need. And the goddamn bacon said, oddly enough, this personality is just over 13 years old. Though chronologically, I'm thrice that, so technically I'm a grown-ass kid. I do like buying my own chicken nuggies, though. Had a lot of comments on that one.
I didn't get to check out the poll this week. I would like to say I would like to go back to high school gym class.
What
And
was your
shop class
fire?
as well.
Of all the things I could do, I'm not going back to high school, and I'm not going back to gym in high school if I had to go back to high school. If I had to pick high school, I'd pick all the after school shit. That was a decent time, I suppose, when you can drive and do stuff, but you don't really have responsibilities yet. I mean, it doesn't last very long, but that's a nice little window there. Or at least back in the day when we could drive when we were 16 and somebody would let us, like somebody's sister would let us borrow a car, and then we were out driving around. Like, that was pretty fun.
I remember at my graduation, we're all just kind of walking around the hall, waiting to have to line up and do the walk, all that fun jazz. And people would be like, Berg, you excited to graduate, all this fun jazz, blah, blah, blah. And everybody else is asking, hey, so-and-so. And every time somebody would ask me, I'd be like, hell no. I was like, why the hell are you so excited? Like, oh, we're going to go do this, we're going to do that, college. I'm like, you realize that when you graduate, like, all of a sudden life's real. Like, now we're thrown out into the world all of a sudden. We're adults. We're like, some of us are still living with mommy and daddy. Yeah, I was like, but either way, now we have to go get jobs. Or we have to go to college or both. Like, this idea of like just hanging out with our friends 8 hours a day, doing fun shit, like, it's all over. I was like, you're gonna lose contact. People are gonna die. Like, what the hell are you so excited about? They're like, and people just would stop and look at me and think about it for a second. They're like, way to bring me down. You asked.
I couldn't wait to be done with the non-responsibility, though. I mean, I'd done everything I could to get responsibility before graduate, and graduation was not even the last, whatever, like, line to cross. I had already started being an adult, so, I mean, you spend 18 years being a kid, like, you're chomping at the bit to not have to fucking listen to stupid rules anymore.
Yep.
But, like I say, that was just a minute there that I would not have picked high school, I don't think. I was thinking this story is like kid, meaning little kid, running around watching cartoons. Like, your only stress is like, well, crap, if we keep playing G.I. Joe, then I won't get home to watch the Smurfs or whatever the hell, like our appointments were.
That was when I made the poll. That was more
they'll play bikes or whatever.
That was more the age I was thinking of, a little bit younger. But it's.
Or it was like, that person lives far enough away that you're not allowed to bike there, and I'm not driving you there. It's like, no, this is horrible. I'm living in communism. But I think, spoiler alert, that was still back in, like, I want to go over to that person's house because they got Coleco or whatever, or, they got something besides Atari 2600. So we were already addicted to fucking video games back in the, whatever that was, the early 80s.
X Adam once said, I was already a father, working, going to school, driving a car, etc. I was already an adult. School was just in my way at that point.
Well, that's a good way to say it. Yeah, I had things I wanted to do too, and like, I had to finish high school, so it was freaking annoying.
Wood said, my punishments of my youth are my life goals. I'm on restriction until further notice. And the goddamn bacon. As a kid, you were chomping at the bit not to follow stupid rules. Damn, now I need some ice cream. Play Price is Right, losing horn. And Wood said people are too people-y. Sometimes, yes.
Yep.
I don't know. For me as a kid, it was kind of a mix. I mean, there are happy memories and there are some nightmarish memories. growing up, I was kind of had some responsibilities thrust on me that I don't know how to deal with. You're little, but I can say I am extremely happy in life now. In toto, probably more happy now, but I don't know because honestly there's a lot of stuff that got blocked out from when I was a kid that I don't remember. Yeah, and that's kind of a defense mechanism. But
Yep.
That's how we keep saying is otherwise we would remember everything boring and lame and we would be crippled by it, right? We'd never be able to move on. I was saying to say, think about being a little kid on a road trip, stuck in the back of a car, just sitting there trying not to go like mind numb or whatever, watching cars go by, or you know what I mean? Like that was just basically torture back in the old days.
Xadam1 said, I felt an adult moment today. I ordered 8 different types of cereal today because I can. Delivery later this morning. As a kid, I thought the limits was 1 box per household.
Everybody bought 8 things of cereal. You'll be regretting it when 6 of them are like half of the boxes are all going bad or whatever.
I bought 6 different types of protein powder on Prime Day.
Dang.
Beefcake!
Right. It was actually on sale for a really good price. So I got strawberry vanilla, cookies and cream. There was an Oreo one, which the next couple aren't like the world's greatest macros, but they're actually still really good for what they are. So there isn't one that's Oreo, and the same company makes one that's Nutter Butter. And then there's another one, which actually this one is phenomenal as far as the macros go. It's blueberry pancake. So I was like, yeah, we're going to snatch all those up while they're on sale.
You still got chickens?
No. They were killed last spring by fisher cats.
Cats that were fishing?
No, they're like
weaselly kind of things.
Yeah. It's like a weasel had sex with an otter, had sex with a fox, and then you gave it a bunch of steroids and it's on roid rage. They're super aggressive and mean, and they actually climb trees and crap, and they swim, and they just like to kill stuff to kill it and eat it, and they're assholes. Part of my French class, sorry, but I don't like those animals. And the worst part is they're actually protected in most areas here in PA. So, like, technically I can't just kill it on site. But yeah, so they killed all my chickens. And then they killed a snapping turtle that was in the pond. Pretty big one, too.
Really?
Yeah. I say, because when I was mowing last year, I actually thought it was just like a piece of wood. And I thought the kids were messing with wood over on the side of the hill, and I was going to yell at them. But I never yelled at them, fortunately. And then sometime later, I don't know, like a week later or so, 2 weeks later, my dad was helping me go get Slider from school for an appointment. And he's like, I think that's a turtle over in your yard there. I was like, what? He's like, I think there's a turtle in your yard. I was like, that piece of wood? He's like, no, I think it's a turtle shell. I was like, oh. So when we came back after getting Slider, so he could drop off his book bag, I told him to pull off in the side yard so I could go check it out real quick. And oh my God, it just friggin' reeked, because it had already been laying for a week, almost 2. But they were just literally going and eating at it as they pleased at that point. And over the course of like another week, they had eaten the shell and all.
Jesus.
That snapping turtle. I'm trying to think of something. Probably every bit of 24 inches in width, I bet. I mean, it was a good sized snapping turtle.
I've never seen one in person. They're not around here, but from all I've seen, videos and TV shows, they're pretty ornery.
I
turtles.
caught 2 in one day out at a spot in Pymatuning that my best friend and I call the honey hole. And the first one that I caught, all of a sudden, I like to bottom fish for catfish. And this day, the honey hole is not producing any fish. And both of them are a little perplexed because normally by this time, we've got somewhere between 4 to 6 catfish where we could go home and have a nice little fish fry for our 2 families. And like I said, we got nothing. Then all of a sudden, I finally got something. And I was like, oh. And so I start reeling. He's like, oh, what you got? I was like, I don't know. I was like, it's really heavy. I was like, it's not fighting. I was like, watch, I got a friggin' boot or a friggin' log or something. And as it's coming up, I got a small snapping turtle. It wasn't real big at all. And it amazed me because how young it was. Its head, with how far it could extend its neck around, I couldn't get its foot unhooked because I was really trying, but with how it could just extend its head around all the way to that back foot, I can't unhook your foot, dude. So I just cut the line and was like, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. Well, later on,
all you got to do when you got a snapping turtle is just go shh, 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 and then you can touch their head. So if you ever see a snapping turtle, just go shh, 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 shh.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good information.
Yeah, I just want everybody to know they can just go right up and touch their head right after you go.
Yep. Shh, shh, shh. And if that doesn't work, stick your finger in their cloaca. Learned that one from Steve Irwin.
If you grab their tail, they like that, and then you can pet them.
Actually, with the really big ones, you can do that. But you got to be careful because they're friggin' quick. Like, people think, oh, it's a turtle or something. No, friggin' snappers are quick sons of guns. But so I get another friggin' bite, and as soon as it happens, it's just dead weight again. And I was like, son of a gun. And he's like, what do you got? I was like, it's another effing turtle. He's like, you serious? I was like, look at this, dead weight. I was like, there's no fight, nothing. And all I saw was the friggin' head come up out of the water because she actually took the bait. And I say she because I'm assuming it was the mom because this one was big. And the head on this thing was bigger than a 12-inch softball.
That's turtle sexist.
I don't care. This turtle was freaking huge. I was like, nope, not messing with you at all. I just cut that line. I was like, nope, see you later. And I looked down and was like, we might as well pack up. I was like, there ain't no fishing around here with these turtles.
M. Gabriel's out there.
Don't they do one of them deals where they got their tongue looks weird, and then the fish come up to sniff their tongue or whatever, and then they bite them?
That I believe is alligator snappers. I think snappers
the
up
little
here
wormy
are a
thing?
different type.
We used to see them all the time, but we never messed with them. But like say, they're pretty quick, so it's not like you'd have to sneak up on them. They don't stick around. They got no interest in letting a human grab them, so it's not like even if we wanted to grab a turtle, any kind of turtle, they're out of there. Oh, you can get them with a net, I guess, but not snapping turtles are pretty heavy.
So before we move on, Gary, did you have anything you wanted to add? Do you want to tell stories about growing up in the Great Depression?
Tell us about your turtle.
We didn't have turtles when I was a kid. We couldn't afford them.
They weren't invented yet.
No, they weren't
They
invented
hadn't
yet.
evolved out of the ocean yet.
Now, the only difference between my youth and now is at least then I had hope. Now there's no hope. So.
Oh my goodness. You got to shoot a better caliber. You get so much more optimistic when you shoot a caliber that starts with a 4.
That's true.
Should definitely get a 1911.
There was hope when I was in high school. She was blonde.
Well, Bob Hope, yeah.
There was so I came across a gun storage, kind of alternative to a gun safe. I thought it was kind of interesting. Oops. The Hangman. So basically, it's a box that you hang on in your closet. You can put guns in there like so, but it's designed to fit in with your clothes, so it's out of sight, out of mind. And basically you hang a shirt over it, so it helps hide it even more. Apparently you can put it on the wall also, but I thought it was interesting.
It's interesting for sure, but you could do that with your standard one that you put underneath the car seat too.
Yeah.
Now that you know it, right? You could hang it on a hanger, but that's a pretty good idea. If you're in a hotel room or something, put your safe on the hanger. I mean, somebody's going to steal it anyway, but if they can't find it, at least it's harder for them to steal it.
What says he has one of those?
I feel like this would be really good if you're a really fat guy. But if you're wearing any shirts that are I think small, medium, maybe even large, it may not be the best thing. I feel like at that point, the shirt probably appears a bit boxy.
You only wear wife beaters?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like a single shirt that's sitting out. It's in with all your other shirts, so you're not going to notice any extra little bit of bulk.
Oh, okay.
That one's a rifle one. I thought that one was just a different shape, but it's way bigger.
Yeah, they've got 3 different sizes, I think it was. These are kind of the main ones.
What's the price on a regular one? Is it
$100?
If it was 50, I'd be a little bit more interested.
How many guns does it hold?
2. Well, they showed 2 pistols.
Yeah.
Just 2 pistols?
It will fit. It's like a P90.
Yeah, 2 full-size pistols, but still. It's hanging, so what are you going to do? Stack them? You know what I mean? You only really can put whatever the word is, one.
Well, I mean, if you can make the case fitted.
These aren't, though. It's just a big open box. It's nothing different than what you'd put underneath your car seat.
Yeah, it's similar to that.
I mean, there's a metal hanger attached to it. Obviously, it's different, but the box I'm saying is basically the box you put on your seat. Actually, it's like a box you put in the drawer of a desk or something, kind of too.
I don't know. I just think an ad for it popped up on Instagram, so I thought it was interesting. So I thought I'd show it. Luke says he has the longer one.
That's what
So she said. Nice.
Just something interesting. You know, it's an option.
A briefcase with a hanger.
kind
for the
of.
peoples. But
Use that
well,
just for your cash and diamonds and chunks of gold or whatever. Just to hide them.
what say we do a bracket? We want to do a bracket?
Now we're talking.
You are the boss.
A regular under the seat type of safe, and then a pair of handcuffs, and just handcuffing it to the curtain rod or the closet rod.
Well, to me, the because it had a cable, a locking cable, which is kind of pointless because you can take the rod off. So if you found it, it's easy to remove off the rod. So even like handcuffs wouldn't really matter. You just take the rod off and slide it off the rod. But the whole thing is just it's concealed. You don't even know it's there.
Yeah,
Whereas like
handcuffs,
a gun safe,
why is there handcuffs on there?
gun safe, you see the safe sitting there. You know what it is. You know what's probably in it.
You paint your gun safe like Pokemon cards or something else that bothers people, and then they have no interest in looking in there.
Oops, that's not. Find the right thing to share here.
Well, it's kind of like I have a gun safe in the drawer of my bedstand, but it's not like you couldn't just pick up the bedstand and carry it out for real.
So we're basically doing a big chick fight.
Ooh.
Cool.
This one sounds interesting.
So 16 ladies. We need to decide who's going to win in the fight. We've got Rosario Dawson.
Who's that?
That's her right there.
That one from Star Wars.
I've never seen it.
Scarlett Johansson.
Is their characters or they're the humans?
I lean them a little more towards characters because probably most of them can't really fight real life.
I don't know. I feel like Rosario Dawson might be a bit of a scrapper.
Sigourney Weaver.
Probably all these actions, like actors, can fight to some extent.
Uma Thurman.
Can you make these pictures smaller? Is there any way to make these even smaller than
Well,
they are?
some of them it was hard to get the pictures I wanted. So you have to go with what you can get. Angelina Jolie.
Which role? I can't tell from this picture.
This is from
That's
Salt.
Tomb Raider.
Laura. This is her as Laura Croft,
Yeah, where she shoots dogs.
Tomb Raider. Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Congratulations. Well played.
Jodie Foster.
Only $9,000 for that gun? Okay, I'll buy it.
Kate Beckinsale. Linda Hamilton.
Winner.
Lucy Lawless. Lucy Liu.
It's a lot of Lucy's.
There he is.
You got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Those Lucy, they're goosey.
Margot Robbie. Michelle Yeoh.
Oh,
Yo.
Mia Jovovich.
Uh-oh.
Jovovich.
In which one? Because Ultraviolet would win.
Natalie Portman.
Psh.
And Pam Grier. Foxy Brown. So those are the 16. Are there any questions?
Yeah, or is it their current age or from their most famous?
In their prime.
In their prime, okay. Good.
Do they get the weapons that they had in the movies, or are they just fighting with their bare hands?
Oh, I think we're fist fighting.
Ooh.
Just that helps level out the playing field.
Are these sanctioned fights or street fights?
No, these are back alley.
All right.
Tony Brooks.
These are all Hollywood actresses, so they probably had stunt women do all their stunts.
So I need to go up here and we will shuffle. Is there? So let me say, is there anyone that you think should be removed and replaced?
At least you didn't have Rosie O'Donnell in there. Of course, you'd have to have a different weight class. But.
Oh my God, Rosie O'Donnell from League of Their Own.
Mm-hmm.
She'd destroy everybody.
I know, right?
So we're
We
shuffling,
did a pretty
shuffling.
good mix. There's a lot of women to choose from.
Or who was the gal who was the PE teacher in Porky's?
Oh,
She doesn't really have any action roles.
Who played the chick in G.I. Jane?
So our first matchup is Michelle Yeoh against Pam Grier.
Quick
These
question: Who
brutal
played the
questions.
chick in G.I. Jane?
That was, yeah.
She's an action
Like-
chick, I guess.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. She was married to Bruce Willis, wasn't she?
Yeah, Demi Moore.
oh, Debbie
Yeah, her.
Moore?
Thank you.
So should we replace somebody with Demi Moore?
No, too late.
If I was gonna, I would do Jodie Foster. She's not that much of an action, but it's not necessary.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. Like,
Jodie
you-
Foster was kind of the. I wasn't sure.
She's been in a couple of action things. It's not necessarily action, but she's been in she can hold her own in movies once in a while.
Yeah.
But she does an overwhelming amount of lame girl movies.
She's a girl.
They have to by contract.
Mm.
So Maverick, Michelle Yeoh or Pam Grier? Do you know who either of those are?
Yeah, I know Pam Grier. I don't know Michelle Yeoh, so I'm going Pam.
Did you see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
No.
No.
Million kung fu movies though. She's very,
Yeah.
very. She's cast in a million kung fu movies.
So one for Pam Grier. G-Webs.
Michelle Yeoh. Pam Grier's got one thing going for her, and Michelle Yeoh's got everything else going for her.
Gizzard.
Pam Grier kick her ass.
Oh, Pam Grier. Barbecue.
Is Michelle Yeoh Japanese?
Chinese.
Oh. I feel like that just is lame karate at that point, and she's not winning with anything. We're going to go Pam Grier.
Pam Grier. Wood said Pam, and your Mavericks volume is a little low.
Yeah. I adjusted my mic. How's that?
Pump it up. Pump up the jam a little more.
Pump it up. All right.
What she said.
X Adam 1 said Michelle Yeoh knows the way of the hidden dragon. I would. Oh. I'm going to vote Michelle Yeoh, though it doesn't really matter. But you can't go wrong with Pam Grier. So now Scarlett Johansson versus Sigourney Weaver. Maverick.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. G-Webs.
I like Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Defense Dad is out there. Talking about farts. Which of course he would be. Gary.
I'm gonna have to go with Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow. Barbecue.
Isn't Scarlett Johansson anti-gun?
I don't know.
Probably.
I feel like I've heard her be anti-gun. Scarlett Johansson. So the thing is, like, so they're fighting in the back alley. It's really intense. They kick over a garbage can. The triads are there smuggling, firearms, and like out falls the super awesome Uzi, and she's not going to pick it up. And at that point, Sigourney Weaver does and just dusts her because it's a fight. So Sigourney Weaver's going to win this one. Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
I don't know why I put the triads in that, but it sounded good.
X Adam 1 said Weaver has lost her beauty, so she might be more all-out brawler. Scarlett is still pretty and might not want to put in the work. The goddamn bacon. Hot Russian X belly laughed. Here's Scarlett's Russian, and Weaver looked like she was for real in Paul. Going Weaver. I'm gonna go Sigourney Weaver. Scarlett has the fancy moves, but Sigourney Weaver is, I think, more of a scrapper. So now we've got Natalie Portman versus Angelina Jolie. Maverick.
Jolie, she's crazier.
Jolie.
At least I think she's crazier.
I think maybe she's a little crazier, yeah. G-Webs.
This is a good matchup in respects that I don't like either one of them. So I guess Angelina Jolie because of hackers. Well, I asked the robots, and the robots said Scarlett Johansson has not publicly taken a strong stance on gun ownership or gun control issues. It says, however, her public discussions may touch on themes related to empowerment and self-defense, but specific views on guns are not well documented. So, FYI.
Sounds like the AI doesn't know.
So Gary, Natalie Portman or Angelina Jolie?
I gotta go with Natalie Portman because nobody else is.
Oh, you're a nice guy.
You ain't
Barbecue.
gonna get me nowhere with either one of them, so it don't matter.
Well, now we know why Gary been married 5 times. He's like, oh, nobody else married you? I will. You are a swell guy, Gary.
That wasn't the case with all of them.
First off, like this craze that everybody used to have about Angelina Jolie thinking like she was the hottest thing ever, I never understood. That being said, like she was married to Billy Bob Thornton, so there's a level of crazy there right off the bat. Like because both of those, ooh, her dad being John Voight, like that. There's another level of crazy being raised by that. Awesome actor, just like he seems with the roles he's played seemed a bit off his rocker. So at the end of the day, like I think she could really throw down if she had to. I'm going to go with Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Wood said Jolie. Goddamn Bacon said Portman. You know how much force her pelvis would have taken as she landed on that creature in episode 2? I'm gonna
Is she
go.
a Star Wars chick?
Yeah,
Oh, I had no idea.
I'm gonna go
She's Luke
Jolie.
Skywalker's mom, right? And Princess Leia's mom.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
Princess
Sorry,
Amidala.
Gizzard.
I don't know, Angelina Jolie. You look at Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Salt, and
In real life, don't they have a gun range at their house?
I don't know.
I think that's them.
I just can't help but think Brad Pitt could have done so much better.
He was.
Oh yeah.
One kind of funny thing, I saw a post that showed Brad Pitt and the different girls he dated, and he likes to dress like the girls he dates. Same hairstyle, similar clothing.
Oh, maybe that's
Right.
why he went to Angelina Jolie.
Oh, and I will say I left Gina Carano off this list specifically because she is a badass. She was an MMA fighter. She would
That's why I know that name.
clean house. So that's why she's not on this list.
But you could have put what's the other oh shit, I just blanked on her name. She was making
Demi Moore?
everybody submit. No, the she's the other MMA girl. She was in a couple of the Expendable movies.
Oh,
Ronda Rousey?
yeah, Rousey isn't really an actress,
Rousey, yeah.
so I wouldn't put
Yeah,
her.
but
In a
then,
movie.
like again, legit badass.
But yeah, Carano, probably because of weight class.
So now we've got Lucy Lawless versus Linda Hamilton. Maverick.
Sarah Connor. Linda Hamilton.
One for Hamilton. G-Webs.
Chicks didn't even know they could rack a shotgun with one hand until Sarah Connor, so she's going to win this whole bracket.
I don't know, Maverick, is there any way you can bump your volume up at all?
I don't think so. I was looking
What?
at is that good?
You're doing it. Talk into your mic.
Yeah, I'm talking right into it. I'm holding it to
That's
to
better.
my face. Let me see.
Yeah, it's a little better. Uh-oh. So hopefully he doesn't disappear.
He started off really good.
Yeah. Well, we'll hopefully get it figured out. Gary, Lucy Lawless, Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton. Barbecue.
Who is who?
Xena versus Sarah Connor.
Who the hell is Xena?
The Warrior Princess?
Oh,
That
her.
girl from the TV shows.
Her. Oh.
She has Lucy Lawless has the size advantage.
So I really want to vote against Sarah Connor just to be a dick, but my mom had a coworker who was a dyke, and I'm not saying that to be mean. Like, that's what she was. She would have told you proudly, like, I'm a dyke. And she was also our neighbor, and she loved Xena. Like, I knew the name, I just couldn't remember. And as soon as you said the Warrior Princess, I was like, oh yes. It's kind of creepy how much she loved the show and everything, and like just the thought of that just kind of creeped me out again, because again it was creepy. I can't vote for Xena. I have to go with Sarah Connor.
Plus, a vote
Would-
against Sarah Connor is a vote for Skynet.
Maybe I want to vote for Skynet.
Wood said Xena would turn Sarah gay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Linda Hamilton.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Wow, that was really good audio there.
Yeah, we heard
That sounded good. Good volume.
And it sounded like you were whispering it.
So now we've got Lucy Liu versus Rosario Dawson. Maverick. So now we've got Lucy Liu versus Rosario Dawson. Uh-oh.
Do we just lose them?
Some technical difficulties. So while he's working on that, G-Webs. Lucy Liu, Rosario Dawson.
If you were to watch, what movie is it? Sin City, then they'd both be in that movie, right? Or am I crazy?
I don't know.
Maybe Lucy Liu's not in that movie. Are they in any movies together? Where they actually fight, I guess, I was thinking. But anyway, I guess I'll go with Lucy Liu.
Vote for Lucy Liu.
No, Rosario Dawson. I'm switching my vote.
Rosario Dawson.
I believe this is a tough one, though.
Gizzard.
I don't really care, so I'm going to even it up. I'm going to go with Lucy Liu here.
Lucy Liu. Barbecue.
Really, really enjoy Lucy Liu in Futurama. Rosario Dawson's roles have all been great in anything that I've gotten to see her in. And I'm not sure if I've actually seen a movie that has Lucy Liu in it. Literally, I think the only reason I know her name is Futurama. I got to go with Rosario Dawson.
I can just barely hear you, Maverick.
I got to go with Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson?
Yes.
I thought Maverick was saying something, but I'm hearing.
Yeah, he's that. Yeah, I think he's got it going in the background.
Yeah, I think I'll say it was my fault because I had him touch a button. Oh, there you go.
No, but I can't hear you guys. What the fuck?
Can you hear me?
Boss, are
No.
you able to go in and adjust his levels?
No, he's maxed on the volume.
Oh.
Yeah, I had him touch a button. I done fucked up. That's kind of the thing. If it's working, don't touch it. And I had him touch it. But he keeps popping in and out. So I think there's...
Connection issue.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you hear me, Maverick?
You've never seen Kill Bill Barbecue?
I have not.
Charlie's Angels, the movie?
Nope.
Oh, those are the only two movies I can think of that she was in.
X versus Sever or something like
I don't think I saw that one. So I'm gonna go Lucy Liu. So this is gonna be tied up.
I haven't got Maverick's vote yet.
I don't know. I don't know if he can hear us.
Can you hear us?
Don't think he can hear us.
Okay.
So let me go up while we're. Roy Munson is out there. Roy E. Munson. So, Maverick, can you hear me? No? He can't hear us.
Well, Maverick might be Goose now. We might have lost him.
Well, he dropped out.
Oh, he is Goose.
So we'll send that out to the chat. All right. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's low,
I
but
can.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little bit low.
It's better than it was.
All right.
Oh, that was
I'll
great.
pull the microphone right up. So did you get my vote for Lucy Liu?
Lucy Liu. Okay. Lucy Liu.
Oh,
So Lucy Liu is going to move
I
on.
think he's cutting out. Let's say you might want to send this out to the chat still. I don't know.
Nah, don't fuck with it. It's working.
Sorry, guys. I have to invest in a computer.
Oh, it's all right. As long as I can hear you, I can repeat what you're saying, so I can let the chat know.
Yeah,
I
the
think-
computer's fine. Sounds like it's just the microphone is all.
Ron Wayne is out there. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Wayne.
Roy said Lucy Liu. So now we've got Jodie Foster versus Uma Thurman. Maverick.
Oh, this one's easy. This one's goes to the bride, Uma Thurman
Uma Thurman.
from Kill Bill. Yeah.
G-Webs.
Hold on. I think I'm going to go with Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster. Gary.
I can't go with Jodie Foster. We're gonna have to go with Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman. What was the movie where she had the big thumbs? Uma Thurman. She was hitchhiking. Can't think of the name of that.
Never. I don't think
It's something like something about cowboys and
Was-
crying.
Even cowgirls get the blues.
Yeah, there you go. Even cowgirls get blues. Barbecue.
Jodie Foster was in Contact. That's what she's famous for.
It's like one of the greatest movies ever. So
Probably Silence of the Lambs is the one that people would say is their biggest movie, or no?
probably.
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver. Yeah.
Well, she was a little kid in that one, right?
Yeah.
What movies has Uma Thurman been in?
Kill Bill.
Oh, yeah. Haven't seen that. I kind of want to go with Uma Thurman just because there's that one song out there that ripped off the theme song for the Munsters and says her name in it. But Jodie Foster was in Contact. So kind of got to go with that one. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
She fights the idea that if you could build one, you might as well build two.
Yeah. And like it crashes and almost kills her. And like if she could survive that, doesn't matter what you do to her in a street fight, she's gonna win.
Roy said Jodie Foster fights in Panic Room. Uma was also in Pulp. Did you see Pulp Fiction, Barbecue?
I did.
She was in Pulp Fiction. She doesn't fight, but she's in it.
Had no idea.
Overdoses on heroin.
Nice.
I'm gonna go Uma Thurman. So now we've got Kate Beckinsale against Catherine Zeta-Jones. Maverick. Oh wait, yeah, she played Poison Ivy in the shitty Batman movie.
Who? Uma Thurman?
We lost your volume, Maverick. No. There's nothing now.
Uma Thurman played Poison Ivy in Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Nope. Just barely. But so are you going to go Beckinsale or Beckinsale? Yeah, the only thing I know her from is the movie where she's fighting the vampires fight the werewolves. Underworld? Is it Underworld?
Underwear.
Twilight.
No, not.
I was just going to point out that this software is notorious for being weird to some people's connection too. So I wouldn't necessarily rule out that it's this software, not the, you know what I mean, like not his microphone or his computer or anything.
No, that's there's definitely a possibility. I don't know if you were in here when I was saying I'll probably my subscription is up in December, so I'll probably try a different software. So G-Webs, Beckinsale or Jones?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Zeta-Jones.
Based on hotness.
Gary.
Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Zeta-Jones. Barbecue.
I know nothing about either one of these women. I know their names, that's it.
Skinny girl or voluptuous woman?
Did you see Zorro with Antonio Banderas?
I did not.
What was the name of the one? She was in the movie with Sean Connery, where she played a jewel thief.
That was Entrapment.
I know that you're talking, Maverick, but I can't tell what you're saying.
That was clear though.
I'm just going to go with the voluptuous one, just based on weight class advantage.
Entrapment. X-Adam 1. Got it. Oh, Maverick got it too. And the goddamn bacon. Yeah, there is probably at least 50% that the problems Maverick is having is because he's doing mobile with the tablet.
Oh, dude, then that's what it is. Everybody's notoriously had trouble with this software.
Because he tried on one tablet and it wasn't working, and he switched to an iPad and it was working, and then stopped working.
I don't know if you have multiple browsers, if you can hear me, but if you have multiple browsers, try maybe a different browser on your tablet. Like, we don't know which ones it likes, but it seems to like ones better than others, right?
I do find Google Chrome works best, at least with my setup.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can use on my computer is Chrome, but I don't know about the phone. I don't know. I think I have not been successfully able to connect, but DJ has been able to connect to mine from a phone.
So I'm going to go Beckinsale, but Jones is going to move on.
I just looked. She's in like Ocean's 12, Zorro, and then a bunch of just words movies, nothing that's action, really. So Catherine Zeta-Zona has not been in a lot of action movies or anything.
So now we've got Margot Robbie against Mia Jovovich. So we'll go with G-Webs, and then hopefully Maverick will be able to.
Ultraviolet wins. I don't like that. Whatever any roles that other girl has been in, I don't think.
Yeah.
And Ultraviolet is epic, and also the other movies are good too. What are those called?
Oh,
Final something? No. What's the name of those movies she's in?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, yeah. I like those quite a bit.
And Fifth Element.
Oh yeah, forgot about Fifth Element.
Maverick's going Mia. So 2 there. Gary.
Yeah, I'll go with Mia.
Have you seen any of those movies?
No, she just sounds tougher.
Barbecue.
What are the names again?
Margot Robbie, Mia Jovovich.
We're going to go with the one that sounds like she's from a common block country.
Because she probably is.
Yep.
X-Adam 1 said Mia has the resume to win. The goddamn bacon said, I side with the Eastern European pokey stick over the British pokey stick. Multipass for the win. I'm going to agree. So Mia moves on. Now we've got Pam Grier, Foxy Brown, against Sigourney Weaver. Maverick.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. Ron White said no Yvonne Craig. No. She doesn't quite fit. I don't. But yeah, it's not a bad choice. G-Webs.
Is that Batgirl from the olden days?
Yeah. She was also she was she green in Star Trek, the original Star Trek? She was a dancing green girl.
I'm gonna go with Sigourney as well. I guess just bit more stuff to choose from, bigger stuff. Pam Grier is just the one trick pony, really. She's good at it, but it was just the one thing. Unless I'm forgetting something.
Rod said I'm not exactly following the criteria. We're doing. She's not. I don't know what movie Yvonne Craig has been in. So that's. These are movie.
We're just having girls fight. Come on. There's not a lot of criteria here.
Chick fight.
Chick fight. But they're movie actresses. Where are we? Gary.
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier. Barbecue.
Which one's taller?
I don't know.
It's a good question. It's hard to know because they always fake it in movies. Everybody looks tall in movies.
I know. I feel like.
Wonder how you'd know. Have they ever been in a movie together?
I don't think so.
I just looked it up. Let's see. Sigourney Weaver's 5'11". Pam Grier is 5'8".
Oh.
Wow. That could give Sigourney Weaver like a 6-inch reach advantage.
They're about the same age.
I'm going to go with Sigourney Weaver because of that potential of a 6-inch reach advantage. That's a big deal.
They're both in their mid-70s. This is going to be a fun fight.
Well, it's more their prime.
Yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
them in the prime.
Like Wood said.
So you said Weaver?
Yes.
It's supposed to be their characters, though, right?
Well, it's kind of.
So Pam Grier would not hesitate to fight, but neither would Sigourney Weaver, and she's got like lasers, and she'd throw aliens at her.
Well, it's hand to hand. Just so it's more of an even playing field, because Pam Grier wouldn't have the pulse rifles that Sigourney Weaver would, so it wouldn't be a fair fight.
So are they naked then, or?
They can be.
It's not objectification if you're just critiquing their fighting.
It just makes it a fair fight. I mean, come on. If it's in a mud pit, who's to judge?
Oh, God! I want to vote Pam Grier, just because I'm more attracted to Pam Grier, but Sigourney Weaver. X Adam once Weaver would shave her head and not let the other chick the opportunity to pull hair. And Roy said, I swear barbecue is just pretending not to know anything just to piss everyone off. It's working.
You're welcome. I wish I was pretending, though.
So basically, Gary has known more movies tonight than you have.
That's pretty bad, too.
So now we've got Angelina Jolie versus Linda Hamilton. Maverick. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Can you hear us? I think he lost his sound.
He lost his mojo.
Uh, well, oh, and I don't know if I said hello to Mr. Bob Dabalina. So I saw him come in way earlier, and I don't think I said hello. So hello, good evening, or good morning. Well, hopefully Maverick will be back. So G-Webs, Angelina Jolie or Linda Hamilton?
Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor.
Let's not forget she was also in Tag: The Assassination Game in 1982.
I never saw it. I remember it existed, but I never saw it.
So
King Kong Lives, Beauty and the Beast.
I can hear you. Can you hear
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That was pretty good. Pretty
Oh,
loud.
wow.
Yeah, really.
All right, don't touch anything.
Oh, cool.
Stop touching
I'm not.
things.
What did it? What changed it?
I rebooted, and then I'm on my Bluetooth, and then just going straight to the mic on the iPad. I had a lav mic earlier, plugged in, and it was working for a little bit, but now I don't know what happened, but now it seems to be all right. So here we go.
Full volume.
Are we on to the next one?
Yes, Angelina Jolie or Linda Hamilton.
Oh, Sarah Connor.
So 2 for Hamilton. Gizzard.
Well, I'm presuming this is Angelina Jolie without the Botox. So, yeah, Linda Hamilton, 100%.
Barbecue.
well, I'm remembering to stick to the parameters of this and not vote on movies and actually just vote on these women in their prime and who would win in a street fight, or at least who I believe would. And again, I think Angelina's batshit crazy at the end of the day. And then if you're thinking the Botox and stuff, I think that would act as cushioning for any punches to the face. That and with all those kids, like that adds to the batshit crazy. I got to go with Angelina Jolie.
Well, for Jolie.
You can't take Sarah Connor from the beginning of Terminator 1 when at the end of Terminator 2 she's jacking shotguns with one hand and has a bunch of like a better operation in Mexico than most people wish they had in the United States. Come on.
But Sarah Connor's not Linda Davis. Or Linda, whatever the hell her name is. Sorry, Linda Davis is a singer.
X Adam 1 said Angelina, she fights in most of her movies. Linda is pretty much just Sarah, single mother, dating ex-military people. Jolie is a trained fighter and assassin.
And Barbecue would say she's got more reach.
Who did she assassinate in real life?
Well, they're in her
In
movies.
movies. So I'm gonna say Lima. I don't know why I keep saying Lima. Lima Hamilton. What brings up the original premise was the character. It's kind of a mix of the character and the person behind the character.
Was it the character?
What? No Pacific. Yeah. No specific character. Just their. I don't know, their movie essence.
Ladies and gentlemen, this spot of DM Boss being
train.
I don't know. I'm having a meltdown, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, this spot of DM Pulse being flummoxed is brought to you by GearWebsites.com. Go over to GearWebsites.com and buy things. Buy things now at GearWebsites.com.
Linda Hamilton was strong, and then she had a twin sister who played the like girly Sarah Connor. So in real life, she was.
I think it was the. I think it was the other way around. I think her sister was like a professional bodybuilder.
Oh,
So she was like a body double in Terminator for her. But she still had to train like and get down in really good shape to for part two of the Terminator series. And let's not forget she was in Dante's Peak.
yeah, exactly. She battled the volcano for crying out loud.
Yeah, with Pierce Brosnan.
I don't think she's ever shot a dog either. So Angelina Jolie can do a lot of things, but she goes around shooting dogs in a movie. So I would have never signed up for that.
Dante's Peak is the movie where I mentioned to my wife Dante's Peak, and she reminded me, "You didn't see that with me. I had seen it with the girl I was dating before her."
Oh,
So I don't reference movies that I saw with women because I
Ever?
don't always remember.
who you saw it with?
Yeah.
Got it.
So now we got Lucy Liu, Uma Thurman. They did fight in Kill Bill.
They did, and we all know how that went. How that ended up. If
So
you've seen the movie.
which are you voting
Have
for?
not.
I think I'm voting for Uma Thurman based on height. I think she's a lot taller than Lucy Liu. And she was married to Quentin Tarantino, so she probably had to fight him off a couple times.
Bring that up full size. Sorry.
Yeah, Lucy Liu's only 5'3".
Really?
Yeah, Uma Thurman is 5'11".
G-Webs.
Lucy
Lucy
Liu.
Liu, Uma Thurman.
Lucy Liu. Based on hotness, and she had to hold back in the script. Otherwise, she would have won.
Gary.
I'm going with Uma.
Uma. Barbecue.
Uma Thurman. She almost killed Batman and Robin just by kissing him. I don't care how bad that movie was.
Wood said Uma. Uma mau mau ba ba mau mau ba ba ba. I'm gonna go. I think I'll go Uma. I want to go Lucy Liu, but I think I'll go Uma.
Oh, you'll
Now
never
we've got
versus Sever.
Catherine Zeta-Jones versus Mia Jovovich. Maverick.
Yeah, that's oh man. Mila Jovovich kicks more ass on screen. So I'm gonna go with her because of Resident Evil and all that training that she's had. Catherine Zeta-Jones just did fencing practice with that, So I'm gonna go with Mila.
G-Webs.
I can't dispute any of that, but I'm going to go with Catherine Zeta-Jones based on hotness.
Gizzard.
Yeah, I'm going with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Zeta-Jones. Barbecue.
Not that it matters at this point, but who's the other choice?
Well, it's Catherine Zeta-Jones and Mia Jovovich.
Oh, I'm going with the com block chick again. Because I don't know anything about either of these again.
X Adam 1 said Mia. It said Zeta-Jones looked and moved old even when she was young.
For sure.
They're about the same height, by the way.
And he said, I feel like George Costanza. This poll is making me angry.
It wouldn't be entertaining if we just all sat here like robots. Affirmative. The data supports this choice. Affirmative.
I'm going to go Jovovich. So now we've got,
I like
Sigourney
having
Weaver,
five here. This
Linda
definitely
Hamilton.
adds to the bracket. Having 5 people.
We need to have AI actually create videos of them fighting each other. It'd be cooler.
Ooh,
I think
that's an excellent idea.
we've got 2 good matchups here.
I want to watch it.
The Maverick, Sigourney Weaver or Linda Hamilton. This would have been a good final.
Yeah, that would have been a good final. This one's tough. This one's tough because Sigourney Weaver's got the height advantage, but Linda Hamilton took down some Terminators, and that's tougher than taking down some aliens. So I'm going Linda Hamilton.
Hamilton. Gee whiz.
Factually, if you go with hard evidence, aliens is fake and Terminator's probably real. So Linda Hamilton being able to kick the crap out of robots is an obvious answer. Pushes going to win or something. And it's not where they start. They start like we all start as babies. You can't go where we start. It's where they end up. So she ends up basically saving humanity, all of humanity, not just a couple of humans on our spaceship.
Oh, Gary.
Linda Hamilton.
Hamilton. Barbecue.
I feel like a vote for Skynet is appropriate here. So Sigourney Weaver.
A vote for an alien is a vote for a Skynet.
X Adam 1 said Weaver doesn't look like a quitter to me. Sarah in real life would tap. Wood said Weaver. Ripley all day. I'm gonna go. Well, my vote doesn't really matter, just like in real life. Weaver, but Linda Hamilton is moving on. So now we've got Uma Thurman, Mia Jovovich, Maverick.
Mila.
Mila. G-Webs.
Well, we finally got 2 ladies that are not going to win. Either one of them aren't going to win on the hotness one. So I'm going to go with Mila on the badassness one. It's going to be a tough fight for Linda Hamilton.
Gary.
I'm going to go with the non-communist here. Let's go with Uma.
Uma.
Ooh, sounds communist too. One of them Slavic communist countries.
Wasn't Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin also?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, we're going with Uma.
Oh,
Uma.
whose vote matters now?
What's that?
Oh, Mr. My vote don't matter or whatever.
X Adam 1 said Mia. And I'm going to say Mia. Multipass moves on. She has the multipass. She moves on. So now we've got Linda Hamilton versus Mia Jovovich. It's not a bad matchup. Maverick.
I'm thinking because I'm a this one's really tough because yes, Mila has kicked ass in more movies than Linda Hamilton, but Linda Hamilton has kicked some Terminator ass, and I met her at an airport one time. I'm going Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton. G-Webs.
Well, that settles it for me. Mila's always flying around in spaceships and hovercrafts and whatnot, where Linda's meeting real people in the airport. That's the human touch that needed to win Linda for sure.
And Gary.
I'm going with Linda.
And barbecue.
What was Djokovic in?
A million, like a lot of movies. Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Fifth Element. I know that one.
She's the hero.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, all the Resident
Didn't see those.
Massive series of movies. Huh? She's very, very popular. In action movies, like almost 100% action movies, right? She's probably been in some comedies and maybe.
She was probably the blue chick in Fifth Element, wasn't she?
No, she's the main hero, like the main girl.
Oh, okay.
As well.
Nice. Yeah, we'll go with the Comblock chick again, because again, like I feel like she probably grew up in Comblock country, and so just naturally she's going to be super tough.
I think she did.
And like, no offense to Tactical there, but the fact that she's just Linda Hamilton's just going around meeting people in airports just proves she's soft.
Mia Jovovich is a Ukrainian-American actress. Born in Kiev, raised in Los Angeles.
See?
And I'm going to go Linda Hamilton. She's the OG. Mia's the newcomer. I'm going Linda Hamilton. So Linda Hamilton won the chick fight. And to explain to Ron Wayne about my brackets, they tend to be a little bit loose on the guidelines. It tends to be how you think about the person, subject, whatever. So I'll lay out kind of a wide, wide guidelines.
This was the character in their prime fighting against other characters in their prime. And in her prime, she's robots.
No, but kind of no single character, but just the essence of all the characters put together, backed by the actress. But that's kind of how the brackets tend. I like to. I don't want to be too rigid on the criteria.
I did all of that, and then I drew a line under it, and then put the hotness quotient under there because everything gets divided by hotness.
So I'm just going to toss it. Wasn't Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze?
Yeah. Yes.
I want to make sure I wasn't going crazy because like we totally missed the opportunity to have the finals be two ladies that were in movies with Arnold.
Yeah, fought him. That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I kind of went. I was like, wasn't Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin?
Mila never fought Arnold, I guess. Probably not.
Not to my knowledge.
You could do a 6 degrees of bacon or something with them.
Sad thing is, like, of all the movies you guys are mentioning about Uma Thurman, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen Pulp Fiction, and then you're like, Batman and Robin, and I was like, oh yeah, that one for sure.
Those were terrible movies.
She was in the remake of The Avengers. I'm sure you love that. Her being Emma Peel.
And that movie was terrible also.
Yep.
It-
Oh, you know
good,
what? What
good
about the
actors. I mean,
like
Ray Fiennes is a good actor.
there's a comedy where she's a superhero girlfriend or something? I'm trying to look.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
with
my-
one of the Wilson, Owen Wilson, right? Or Luke,
Something
Yeah,
like that.
one of the Wilson brothers,
where she's kind of a stalker.
Yeah.
super ex-girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah, I can't find. Yeah, there it is. My super ex-girlfriend.
Speaking of terrible movies, I saw Happy Gilmore 2 today.
Is it bad?
I love Happy Gilmore,
It's okay.
but I wasn't planning on seeing the second one. It's been too long and wasn't really needed.
Right.
Well, I mean, when Netflix is just throwing money at you.
That's true. I heard they had to rewrite it because Carl Weathers was supposed to be in it, but you know, he died shortly, not too long ago, so they had to rewrite a bunch of stuff. So, not saying that that would have saved it. Who knows? But
Who's Carl Weathers?
he was supposed to be in it. Carl Weathers,
Apollo
Apollo Creed,
Creed,
from,
man.
oh, he was Chubbs. He was Chubbs in the original.
He's the one that
Oh.
loses his hand to the alligator
Yeah.
and then falls out the
Oh,
window
but
when
yeah,
Happy
yeah.
gives him the head of the alligator.
Gotcha. That's, how the hell are they gonna? Okay, I'm just interested how the hell they're gonna have him in it.
Well,
I mean, I guess like
Yeah,
if
that's-
he's gonna come to him in like a dream or something.
yeah, probably. Yeah, that would have made sense.
Well, that's what they did at the end of Happy Gilmore.
Well,
No,
yeah, they have him pop up with the
Horsefield's
alligator.
kinda
That was pretty
dream.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, and Abe
He got
Lincoln.
his hand back. He's playing the piano.
Oh, that was out on the course.
Roy brings up Predator. He was Dylan in Predator.
hmm Action Jackson. From what was that from? Or mid '90s? I don't remember.
Wood said Sandler's movies are supposed to be dumb.
I really enjoyed The Do-Over, which I think was like the first like Netflix only movie that he did.
Wedding
I
Singer
never
is
saw
pretty good. Billy Idol was in it.
I like the Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore, The Water Boy. That's about it. But Mr. Deeds was okay. But I didn't like Billy Madison. I just didn't find it funny.
Like I like Billy Madison, but I do not like Billy Madison like some other people do. Like my children's mother, like that's her all-time favorite Adam Sandler movie, and I was like, I don't understand how that's possible.
Roy said Punch Drunk Love. I didn't see that or Spanglish. 51st
Spanglish.
Dates was okay.
Don't Mess with the Zohan was pretty good.
I did kind of.
It was funny.
That was stupid, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Disco,
My
yeah.
boys are. Yeah, my boys are into every Hotel Transylvania. Whenever it's on or they stumble on it on a streaming service, they'll watch it. Yeah.
I do enjoy 8 Crazy Nights.
I watched just a little bit of it, and I didn't care for it.
I wouldn't mind being one of his friends to be invited to be in a movie because 80% of his movies are based in Hawaii. And they film for 6 months, and it's just like a 6 month vacation essentially. That wouldn't be too bad of a gig.
Well, Mr. Maverick, Mr. Tactical Maverick, you got anything coming up you want to let everybody know about?
Well,
He froze.
Skynet got him.
I made my announcement on the 4th of July. It was funny. I rewatched that and I was like, man, that looks like a terrible hostage video. But yeah, I do plan on putting out some more content. I'm working on it. Hopefully, it's a little bit better than my last video I put out, and hoping to get some more stuff out there just to kind of get get back into it because it's been a while, too long, some might say.
Well, thank you for being here. It's always nice to see you.
Thank you for having me. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Well, kind of like we said, there's half a chance it was all because of the EV mux.
Did I freeze again? Yeah, see, I froze again.
You did a
Damn
little bit. But G-Webs, anything you want to let everybody know about?
Just bounce the idea of throwing a couple of bucks for Sharon at her Give Send Go.
Sucks.
There should be a link in the description still. I think. I know. Should be a link in the description for it.
I've been toying with the idea. There's a couple of the Give Send Goes that have contributed to for people that are in jail for bullshit gun stuff, and I know that there's others out there. So I've been thinking about compiling some kind of a list of the people that are, I don't know what you call that, like incarcerated due to some kind of gun. I don't know what to call it. Law issue.
Bullshit.
Yeah, right. Like misunderstanding. Like some of them are people traveling. Some of them are. I don't know if they're intentional or not, but bending, breaking laws. Good or bad.
Gary,
Yo.
anything you got coming up you want to let everybody know about?
I just put out 5 knife videos yesterday. So check those out. Also, we got Foul Territory coming up on Monday, 9 o'clock p.m. And we have recently switched platforms. We are no longer on StreamYard. We are on Streamlabs Talk Studio. So it'll be our debut of Foul Territory on the Talk Studio coming Monday. So check it out. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. I think I'm going to make it.
Good. Hopefully the giveaway will work this time.
Barbecue, how about you? What you got going on?
Once again, I'm on the hunt for editor to use on my phone to edit content, so I can get the 2A's blind channel with content going. I'm not having luck with that. On other notes, my equipment to start diving into flash photography came in, so I'll be diving into that. And go check out the description of this video, where you can find that link for Sharon's Give Send Go, and a link to go and get some DM Fuss swag, because I enjoy making Fuss cringe every time I do that. Thanks for the invite.
X out of 1 had asked me, how's a blue dot working for you? I've never seen one, but would imagine it wouldn't sit well with my eyes. is it a strong, clear dot?
Hold
Well,
on.
I put it on today, and it was nice. It's a direct. I was able to direct fit, so I didn't need an adapter plate. I haven't, other than sitting at the table, haven't taken it out to the range. So it's either in the morning or later this morning or tomorrow. Take it to the range, try it out.
Blue
Yeah.
dot, like on handgun?
Yep.
I'm going to have to get more information in the aftercat, sir.
So I haven't tried it out yet. So hopefully, and then I still need to get the video done on that SIG that I put it on, the dangerous P320. And I can do one for the blue dot also, which I was working on trying to plan it out what I want to do for that video. But I think other than that, I just like to say,
Just wanted to announce there's going to be 2 or 3 brackets next week, so tune in for 2 or 3 brackets next week.
Say for Mike White, Alexa, play Barbie Girl, full volume. And I hope everybody has a good rest of the night. Go do something good.